Well, hello there. It's Keith here of Eaglevp, and I just fancied going live for 5 or 10 minutes tonight on the subject of what is meant by sustainable living. The meaning of it, or understanding how our lifestyle choices impact the world around us, and finding ways for everybody to live better and lighter, applying a people's lens to sustainability is new, timely, and opportunities are great. So, what? Hello, Tony. Hello, Marcus. Welcome to tonight's stream. Me doing another stream, and it's all about sustainable living. What are the principles of sustainable living? Well, number one, effective land use and wildlife protection. Yeah, it's a case of we've got to protect our lifestyle, our wildlife, and everything that we use modern day. The land could be used a lot better than what we are doing. I noticed I watched Countryfile last night, and the farmers are getting better at managing the land. They're leaving some land to grow wild so nature can take over again, which is brilliant. Number two, sustainable water usage, because we are using a lot of water resources in the world today, and there are ways where we can save on water. I mean, I've got a friend who, when he does the washing up, he puts the washing up water into a bucket and he uses that to flush the toilets. Uh, which is a good idea because it saves him on his water bill. So you look at things like that, I think they're really well worthwhile. Another thing that we can do for sustainable living is supporting local and organic food producers locally, because that saves on transportation costs. Uh, and there are ways of doing that. I mean, in my area, that there are quite a few farm shops that we can go to shop at instead of supermarkets. Then number four is the use of sustainable materials, cardboard, but that involves trees and things. So a lot of recycling really should be involved in sustainable living instead of this throwaway society that we have got now at present. Uh, Farm food. Yes, Tony, that is brilliant. That is. Yes. What else is there? The use of sustainable transport. Uh, we all go back to the bike, or how about these electric scooters? But there again, electric, you've got to plug in, so you're using resources again, aren't you? Uh, which I found very, very interesting. Hydrogen, yes, Tony. Yeah, you've come up with some brilliant things in my streams. And as I said, I just fancied going live tonight. So I just thought, well, I'll mention a few things. The next one that runs into the next one is zero waste and zero carbon emissions. So there's a lot to do on both of those. We've got to find ways of not use not creating so much waste, because to me, society is very, very wasteful. I don't know what you think to that, Tony and Marcus. Do you think the society that we live under uh, is a wasteful society. It is a throwaway society. Compost bins, Tony says. Yeah, I haven't got a backyard, so I can't use a compost bin. But yeah, if there was one, I would definitely use it. But you look at the society that we live under or live in, it is a very, very wasteful society. There are not a lot of opportunities at present to um, cut out the waste. I mean, because of the plastics and plastic bags. uh, I mean, I remember when I was a child, we used to go to the shop and return the milk bottles, the lemonade bottles, and we used to get pennies back. And I managed to save doing that because I used to go around collecting the milk bottles and the lemonade bottles. But we are very, very wasteful. I mean, what annoys me most of the well, all the time, is when you go round uh, walking down on the prom or uh, in Cleethorpes High Street or St Peter's Avenue, you always see people, throwing waste about, just throwing it about, not putting them in the bin. And that really does annoy me. And I remember the time I went to my brother's a few years ago. There was a van who pulled into my brother's road and he stopped there. His passenger got out and he'd been to McDonald's and he just threw the McDonald's bag onto the road and just walked away. You know, uh, to me, that is terrible, because would they do that in their own homes? Very, very doubtful. So, that leads then into the next part of it is creating our own healthy environment. How do we go about? How can we all create our own healthy environment? Well, there's many, many ways really that if we put our minds to it, what we could save on and help to create a more sustainable world that we live in. Pick up, follow him home. Yeah, I should have done that, Tony. That's a good one. I like that one ever so much. Pick up, follow him home. I should have done, but you never know what they're going to produce, do you? That's the problem. So, and the final point in what I would mention about sustainable living is realize local cultural values. So, the culture or the community that we live in, we look at what they are doing and how we can alter our neighbours' minds on a sustainable lifestyle. So that is a quick. I've been on 8 minutes, so I just wanted to just come on and just have a chat about sustainable lifestyles. Can we create our own sustainable lifestyles to benefit the community and everything? So I don't know. I will leave that up to you in the chat. So thank you very much for being with us. Thank you, Marcus. And I will see you on my next live stream. So night, Tony. Bye, everybody.